So coming to the next one, what is this? Any idea? What is the treatment of choice of nutritional rickets? What can you see in these babies? Any highlighters? So can you appreciate bowing of legs? So a basic ricket patients come to you with bowing of legs or nothing but swelling of the wrist. Yes or no? So in that cases, what do you give? You think of rickets, and what's the treatment of rickets? Nothing but STOS therapy. What is STOS therapy? Any idea? STOSS. STOS therapy is nothing but single vitamin K, single vitamin D injection, 6 lakh international units. I'll repeat again, 6 lakh international units intramuscular vitamin D single dose injection, that is a STOS therapy. Or you can give 60,000 international units of cholecalciferol sachet, it comes, that you have to mix and take it for 10 days. Two options you have, that is the treatment of the nutritional rickets. That's it, vitamin D3, cholecalciferol. Okay. Next one, what is the treatment of pertussis? Any idea? Can you appreciate this one? What is the treatment of pertussis? Any antibiotic? So you know that macrolides, azithromycin is a drug of choice for pertussis. Okay, very good. Next one, yeah, this is a good one. If I show you this picture, what comes to your mind? Any idea? What is this picture showing? What is, see carefully, what can you appreciate? Can you appreciate a white out lung? Yes or no? Point number one. Point number two, can you appreciate air bronchogram? This one, see this one, these all nothing but air bronchograms. Okay, so white out lung, air bronchogram seen, this is nothing but a case of hyaline membrane disease. Okay, hyaline membrane disease because of the deficiency of surfactant. Surfactant is a lipoprotein which is present in the alveoli of the lungs, which basically helps in maintaining the patency of the lung. When surfactant is not there, then alveoli are not patent, they are collapsed, causing distress, causing grunting to the baby. What is grunting? Grunting is a forced expiratory sound against a partially closed glottis. It is a forced expiratory sound against a partially closed glottis, number one. Number two, grunting is a defense mechanism. Number three, to maintain the FRC of the lung, functional residual capacity, which is nothing but expiratory reserve volume and the residual volume. Okay, so nothing but remember, a newborn baby preterm will grunt. Grunting is a forced expiratory sound against a partially closed glottis to maintain the FRC of the lung. FRC is functional residual capacity, and it is a defense mechanism, and nothing but seen in preterm. So it's a case of hyaline membrane disease. And again, surfactant deficiency. So when are you expecting the surfactant to be in the lungs and in the amniotic fluid? So 28 week and 35 week. By 28 week of life, you expect the surfactant to be in the amniotic fluid, whereas by 35 week of life, 33 to 35 or 34 to 35 weeks, you expect the mature levels of surfactant in the lungs. That's it. Next one. So treatment of choice is surfactant you give in a case of HMD or respiratory distress syndrome, and other option is CPAP, continuous positive airway pressure. If you can see this newborn baby, his eyes are closed and he's having this what you call nasogastric tube, and also this one is an endotracheal tube this baby is having, and that's it. This is a ventilator machine, that's it, and we are trying to give the surfactant. Okay, what is this X-ray showing to you? Number one, can you appreciate this nasogastric tube? That is the first point. Second point, this X-ray, don't you think this X-ray is little hazy, or can you see some opacities in this X-ray? So this is, and with a hyperinflated lung, it is a newborn X-ray and there is some ingestion. So this is nothing but meconium aspiration syndrome. The lungs are overinflated, number one. Number two, coarse opacities. These are the coarse opacities you see throughout the lungs. Coarse opacities throughout the lungs and meconium aspiration syndrome. That is what you need to know. Okay, what is this X-ray showing? Very basic X-ray. What is this? Any random guesses? Nothing but scurvy. Okay, scurvy. What do you give in scurvy? You give vitamin C. Very important point you need to know regarding the scurvy. Scurvy present as pseudoparalysis of the limbs. Pseudoparalysis. One of the differential diagnoses of acute flaccid paralysis also, scurvy patients have excruciating pain in the joints and body. They have so much of pain that they refuse to stand also, and they look like a case of acute flaccid paralysis, but they are not. They are not able to stand, not because they are having Guillain-Barré syndrome or transverse myelitis or traumatic neuritis or diphtheria. They are not able to stand because they have pain. Because of the pain, they are not able to stand. So vitamin C deficiency basically causes pseudoparalysis of the limbs because it causes excruciating pain in the joints. Excruciating pain. They look like a case of AFP, but they are not. That much you need to know. Okay, what is this syndrome showing to you? Any idea? What is this, baby? Can you appreciate this global developmental delay? Yes or no? Number one highlighter. This is the case of West syndrome. Bottom line. What is the triad of West syndrome? What is the treatment of West syndrome? One liner PG question. The treatment of West syndrome is nothing but adrenocorticotropic hormone. That is the first point. ACTH is the treatment of choice of West syndrome. What happens in West syndrome? There is a triad. Basically, you see infantile spasms, and you also see a interictal EEG pattern. You see hips arrhythmias. In the EEG, you see hips arrhythmias. Number one is infantile spasm, and number three is mental retardation, which is now known as intellectual disability. This is the triad of this West syndrome. Okay, infantile spasms, interictal EEG showing hips arrhythmias, and mental retardation, now known as intellectual disability. Are you understanding? Yes or no? Any should I ask you questions? Okay, what is a late neonate? Late neonate is 7 to 28 days of life. Okay, which is the most common cause of what you called mortality in India, under 5 mortality. The most commonest cause is complications of prematurity. Okay, very good. Okay, what is this ring showing to you? Basically, every question before me answering, you should jump and answer. Okay, what is this ring showing? Any idea? Yeah, we already got a comment. It's a KF ring. So KF ring, obviously it is written. What is a disease? The answer is it is a Wilson disease. Yes or no? Where do you see panda sign? Wilson disease. Where do you see increased copper levels? Wilson disease. Where do you see decreased serum ceruloplasmin level? The answer is Wilson disease. Yes or no? These are the important. And where do you see ATP7B gene mutation? Wilson disease. Where do you see this what you called ATP7A gene mutation? The answer is Menkes disease. Okay, this is a revision class. I assume you know this. Okay, that's it. So that's all you need to know about the Wilson disease. The gene important is ATP7B. Okay, ATP7A is Menkes disease. FGFR3 gene is achondroplasia. Yes or no? FGFR2 is craniosynostosis or Cruzen, you can say Cruzen syndrome. Yes or no? Okay, I'll repeat again. ATP7B Wilson, ATP7A Menkes, FGFR3 is achondroplasia, and FGFR2 is craniosynostosis or Cruzen syndrome. And this one FBN1, any idea? And PTP1, PTPN11. This was the recent 8th of December 2019 JIPMER question. And the guy had thanked me, sir, thank you so much. The question had come, sir, you had asked regarding Marfan syndrome, this had come. So always remember, very importantly, FBN1. See, Facebook. I am not on Facebook. Facebook not. FBN1. I am on Facebook, but generally telling like that. So FBN1 gene mutation is in Marfan syndrome. Noonan syndrome, the gene mutation is PTPN11. Okay. Noonan syndrome, remember, there are some 7-8 various genes which are responsible. One of the important is PTPN11. Okay, that much you need to know. There are multiples, but I'm just telling one right now. It is one you should know. Okay, and Marfan syndrome is FBN1 gene mutation. Okay, what happens in Marfan? Marfan, you all know that arachnodactyly, long slanted hands. The mnemonic only was Marfan. So any idea? Mitral valve prolapse, MVP. Aortic dissection, yes or no? The most common cause of death in Marfan syndrome is aortic dissection. Most common congenital heart, which normally you see, is a mitral valve prolapse, you see. Okay, and R for retinal detachment, yes or no? Retinal detachment. Okay, this one, this A for arachnodactyly. This F for fibrillin deficiency, fibrillin 1. That is the basic problem happens in Marfan syndrome. N for negative nitroprusside test. N for negative nitroprusside test. Okay, and Marfan's S for superior temporal subluxation, whereas the mnemonic in him, in the homocystinuria, you have inferior medial subluxation, whereas Marfan's you have superior lateral subluxation. Okay, that's it. That's important. Done. Finished. What is the gold standard of Wilson disease? Again, this also